Have you seen that replay, buddy?
All right, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me. You're right here facing me.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Damon! 60 G's, baby!
But I'm not impressed by your performance.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Then we are back with another episode of Don't Stop Shakedown. And joining me tonight, you can see my brother right up there, Kenny Blackdown Mokonoana. I got my boy McDain in the house, fresh out of Canada. I got my boy MMANomaly over there, and I got my boy SDAWGSMMA straight out of Texas. How's everybody doing? Let's come to my winner from the off weekend, Kenny Mokonoana. My brother, how you doing, my guy?
We back, man. I'm happy, bro. The fuck around and find out gang is back in full effect.
Come on!
Live and
Five full gang! Yeah,
go.
I'm hyped as fuck, bro. I'm gassed, bro. We were so happy when we saw you know your performance there, man. Salute to you. Big win. You needed that. The whole team needed that.
100%.
The whole squad needed that. The whole gang needed that. And you delivered, my brother. Salute. McDain.
100%.
How was the trip, man? You're back in the land of the living, away from pickled chickens. You know what I mean?
Hey,
away from
to be
pickled
fair,
chicken
to be
KFC.
fair, that was banging. That, you know, that pickled Pepsi wasn't too bad either. It was a bit funky to begin with, but then once you started hitting it with the pickle fries and the pickle burger, I was like, yo, this is going down a treat. You know, hey, man's a 200-pound man. I'll tell you that right now. I've come back with an extra bit on me.
They fed you well. They fed you well over there. Hey, listen, don't end up in Alabama, man. Hey. Little Terry already told you, don't end up in Alabama. You go eat good, man. You go come back 300 pounds, brother. You know
I got fed good, boys, but it's time to get back to the gym. I'll tell you that. I am fucking sluggish way. You're sitting there and you try and move on the couch and you're like yawning and shit. You're just like, I've eaten too much.
So you telling me they didn't charge you for excess at the airport? With the extra, with the extra cages you bring it back.
I had to pay for it.
He bought 2 seats in advance. I love that we were going the same place.
We're going the same place, dude. Same place. I swear to God.
Yeah, man.
That was a good trip.
Let's come to Olin. Olin, how you doing, brother? You good?
Man, it's another beautiful day in paradise. Get to come over here and talk MMA news with you guys. And not only that, we get to celebrate the win for the Black Diamond. I mean, it's a beautiful day indeed, bro. No complaints on my end. Happy to be here.
100%. And SDAWGSMMA. Come see how you do, my boy.
Let's fucking go, man. We're back with the fucking boys, son. It was just 7 days ago we was talking about Kenny coming back and absolutely taking a man's soul out of his fucking body. We didn't perhaps do that as much, but we got the fucking W. And at the end of the day, son, that's all we give a fuck about. So it's good to have Black Diamond in this bitch, dog. SBG in this bitch. You know what time it is, Ola? What the fuck? Come on. But anyway, good to see the boys back. Shout out McDain making it back from Canada. I'm his fucking favorite. Olin's in this bitch with the tank top. Ola, you know what fucking time it is. You just watched some soccer. Boys, we got MMA news. I'm crunk right now. Come on, man. I'm about to do some fucking push-ups.
Let's go. Hey, listen. My man said about Kenny taking somebody's soul in the cage. Kenny said, boy, soul can be taken anywhere on the solo in the streets, whether it's Deliveroo guy or another up. Anybody can get it. You know what I'm trying to say? Serious, fuck around and find out.
Come on,
yeah. Come on. That's what we're doing. All right, let's go on to the first topic that Leroy has put together for us. But before we actually do that. Yeah? Whoa. Hold up.
Go on. We might be on the same page, brother. Roll it. Let's see what you're saying.
Before we do that, let's ask Kenny about his fight and how everything went down, the whole preparation. How you felt in the fight, dropping that motherfucker, seeing him the
fuck Kenny, man.
All of that, brother. Talk to us, man. Talk to us, my bro.
Yeah, like Yeah, I'm happy. Obviously, I got the win in it. I dropped the guy.
Oh, don't be so modest. Don't be so modest, man. Say it with chest.
Homeboy up.
Say it with chest.
No. You fucked homeboy up.
Sterling, you fought before, yeah.
Come on, brother. You know what time it is?
I think you know you fought before. I don't think you can never be too happy in it. You're fucking always greedy in it. You always want the finish. You're always like when you got the finish, you're like, oh, I wish I had a war. When you had a war, you're like, oh, I wish I fucking just flew through the guy in it. So
you always find a way to critique your own performance as a fighter. That's a fact.
You're never too happy in it. Like, and when I watch myself back, like I'm like, yuck. You get me, like, but,
brother, brother, what's that, brother?
I think everybody's like this now.
Yeah, bro.
100%.
If you're not, bro, like I've never met somebody that's not. People that like watching themselves on anything, bro, I've always thought was fucking weird.
100%. Even if you go back and watch her sparring footage, like for me, it was always like painstaking to watch it because I'm always seeing things that I didn't see in the actual sparring. And I'm like, fuck, I should have done this, and this.
Time to remove that video from that video camera from the bedroom, boys.
It's like when you hear
I knew where was going.
I like mirrors in the ceiling, bro. You know what I mean? That's what.
Ola likes to do what DC calls admiring his own work. That'll get you hurt, bud. Be careful in there.
Yeah.
Please continue, Kenny. Please continue.
Yes, Ola.
Nah, yeah, I watched it back obviously to see because obviously it was a close fight in it. So I went back to see how I was scoring. I'm pretty confident I won the fight as well. Like I know the guy was. If you look on his Instagram, he's like Kenny was. If you look at his last post, I think his last post was like, "That's the face of a man that knows he lost now." But like me, you seen where I went after my fight. I was straight to that room, trying not to die. Like I was seeing Jesus after that fight. Like so. I wasn't looking for a man that was just trying not to collapse.
Hey, but not because he did something.
I feel like I've done enough.
Clarify that shit though. It's not because he didn't do shit. Fuck him. But it was not because he did something. It's because you had a little bit of.
Let me clarify this up.
Yeah, but we're not getting him no credit.
Fuck him.
I had a mad weight cut. Yeah, and I think right now I need to evaluate a lot of things because the 3 out of my last 4 fights, I've ended up in the medical room for like 2-3 hours. Like, and I missed all my like post fight media and all because of the way I fucked myself up in my weight cuts. I've never recovered after making featherweight. So I'm gonna figure out if featherweight is the best thing for me going forward. Because it's actually getting a bit scary, like being in that medical room too much, and everyone's just in and out. Like after my fights, like at the weigh-ins as well. At the weigh-ins, like I had to put on like a brave face as well because I was like to my corner, yo, am I laughing at me? I'm like, bro, why are you laughing at me? I'm dead ass serious. I'm like cockeyed. Like, and he's like, why are you saying that? I'm like, because I'm seeing double. Like, so at the face-offs, when I'm squaring up with him, he's grabbing my shoulder and all. I'm like, I'm seeing 2, like, but I'm trying not to get pulled out of the fight because like I'm so fucked up. Do you get me? So
trying to fake like you're okay, so that way the commission doesn't catch on.
100%, like, and the day of the fight, I didn't feel good in the fight. Obviously, I didn't feel good, so I was dehydrated. They wanted to put me on an IV drip after the fight as well. That didn't work. And I was proper fucked up, but not because of him, obviously, but
Kenny, you're a big dude,
like,
bro.
I have a lot to figure out. I'm still young.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm learning about myself. I'm learning. Go ahead.
What are you walking around
us,
bro?
You're a big fucking dude, bro. I don't think 155 is bad for you.
I was going to ask, what size are the guys you spar with? Like, are they typically 145ers, or do you spar with a lot of 155ers as well over at SBG? Because I feel like they have a pretty good well of 155ers in that gym that you probably mix it up with. I'm just curious to hear kind of how you stack up against those guys. You're not a small guy, right?
Come on, doggy. You're a fucking unit, brother.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, it's froze again. Pulling a yow on us just now.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. McDain, I mean, with everything that's that's going on. There's a lot of buzz about 320, and we've got quite a few videos here of professionals predicting the fights and stuff like that. While we're waiting for Kenny to come back, what are your thoughts on the actual card in itself? I just wanted to get your thoughts on it, because you did say for the trip that you're going on, being away for 2 weeks, it's gonna be perfect timing. Coming back at this time, right on time for the card, bro. But we've not been able to hear, what your thoughts is on the actual card.
Perfect timing, boys. And I got to watch Dana White's Contender Series 2 weeks running at a reasonable hour. Didn't have to stay up so stupid o'clock.
Fucking rub it in.
The Olsberg fight of the weekend there was at perfect time as well. Started at 6. Main card was at 9. Finished by midnight. Woo-hoo! It was easy, son. It was easy. You know what I mean? But walking and working our way towards UFC 320, you got Magomed Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira. You've got Merab Dvalishvili, Corey Sanhagen, who seems to be putting videos out taking acid. It's got to be a joke. But
the people's main event. The people's main event.
Do you want to have a splash fight with me right now?
Yeri versus Khalil Roundtree. Do you want to have a splash? You want to see me jump in? Do you want to see me dive in that water? Yeah.
Do you want to go into this cave with me? Willem Dafoe's in there.
He's so good. He's so
Willem
good.
Dafoe's in there.
And also Yusuf Zalal versus Josh Emmett is going to be a
banger.
Joe
Pfeiffer, a boost.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a stacked card.
It's a fucking
stacked
banger.
Even Atiba Gauthier, bro. Yeah, I mean, dude's an absolute stud himself. And obviously he's Trayson Vines, who's just got his UFC debut, has now been matched up against him as well. Edmund Shabazian versus Andre Muniz. Like this card.
That's a banger.
Goes. That is a banger too. But this card.
The fact that that's a preliminary fight is insane and tells you the quality of card that we're getting this weekend.
Even the fucking early prelims is stacked.
I'm definitely looking forward to the watch along on that card there, man. We got plenty of topics on that card with professionals, like I said, predicting.
I'll be there for the watch along too. My lady's out of town, so I literally have nothing going on.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I got some.
Okay, let's get back to Kenny. You guys asked a question earlier on to Kenny whether maybe you have a lot of 55ers that you spar with, you know what I mean, in the gym. What's the situation there? Or do you think a nutritionist can help you in terms of making 145 but a little bit more comfortable?
Yeah, 100%. I have, obviously there is loads of 145ers in the gym, and I also fought at lightweight.
But what about 55ers though? What about 55ers? Do you have lightweights?
Yeah, there's a lot of 55ers. Like I have Darragh Kelly, Kieran Clark. There's like 60 fighters on the pro team, so there is a lot of 55ers. But I walk around at like 74 kg. So featherweight is 66 kg. I walk around at 74 kg.
So you're walking around at about 170 pounds then, roughly.
Yeah. So the lightweights.
My bad. Go ahead.
The lightweights would walk around at like 83 kg, and they would cut down to 70. So I have a weird frame. So like I have skinny like hips, and then I have wide shoulders, and I'm like skinny, like, and I'm tall. So I do make featherweight handy. It's just when I try to put the weight back on, it doesn't go on. I follow different like different people's rehydration plans, and they all like I still can't figure out how to put on the weight. Like I follow it, like I drink the shakes, my rehydration shakes. It's not like I go after I weigh in, I don't eat shit. Like like I eat like healthily, like, and my body just doesn't let me put on any more weight. Like I try to eat like little bits at a time, little pastas, little oats, and it like my body just shuts down. It doesn't want to put any more weight. I get to 70 kg. I actually fought at 70 kg this time around, so I don't know if I just need to walk around heavier normally and then put the extra effort in and walk around heavier. But like I'm gonna talk to a professional about it. Like I've had different nutritionists before. I've jumped around nutritionists because I felt like shit in my fight. And
well, that's what I was about to ask you. How are you feeling like when you get down to weight? How are you feeling? Obviously, weight cutting sucks dick, but
the worst.
How are you feeling when you get down to that point? Are you sluggish? Are you completely off? Are you?
He said he was seeing double at the weigh-ins, right?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So, like, it sounds like you're cutting almost too much because you're depleting yourself so much. And then if your body's struggling to put anything back on, it's not going, right, give me that back. I need it.
Yeah.
So it definitely needs some professional intake, because I know obviously you guys interviewed Modestus yesterday, and I remember watching a video with Tom Aspel, and I know we're talking heavyweights and light heavyweights here down to featherweight. I'm doing a big jump in comparison. But it turns out that, and I think this is where Moddy got it from as well, because I remember him saying to you guys yesterday when you spoke to him, he's actually eating more than he was ever eating before, but the weight's coming off fine. He was actually taking more calories in than what he ever was before. And I know at the start of the year, or the mid part of this year, Tom went and got blood tests and things done, and the guy, it's like when he got the results, said, you aren't eating enough. Like, he was eating like 4,000 calories or something. They were saying, you need to go and eat 6,000 calories.
Yeah.
So I think that's where Moddy's had that little bit of advice from. Maybe he's gone and seen a professional himself too, but maybe that's something that you're needing to do in your build up. It might not be, I ain't no professional. Obviously, you go and speak to somebody, they can point you in the right direction, but it sounds like that could be somewhere that people are missing, where you actually need to be putting more calories into you, so you've got more energy for training, and the weight actually comes off easier than you think it would, even though you're eating more. Like, and it could balance itself out a little bit there.
Yeah, 100%. I have no idea. I've tried different ways of doing it. I've tried coming in a bit heavier, and then putting the weight, thinking the weight will come back on. I've tried going in lower and then trying to do it. But I'm gonna obviously see a professional about it. I'm just taking this week off, and next week I'm gonna try to figure it out and then talk to a professional about it, because it definitely needs to be addressed.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it, Kenny. Just go to welterweight, son. We fight 170 now. Hey, just go to welterweight, baby boy. Fuck it.
No, but I mean, McDain did have a lot of truth in what he was saying. Like, even Dustin Poirier, he spent most of his UFC duration at featherweight, and then when he went to lightweight, we saw a real resurgence in his career. Yeah. And he's
and
like his
he
coach.
Weight or anything, he could make
he never ever fucking missed weight one time. Yeah. He never pulled out of a fight due to weight cut issues. He always made the weight. But then you listen to his coach, and they say, like, his coach says all the time, right? Like, he was not training for the last 1 to 2 weeks of camp because he was so busy counting calories and just killing himself to make weight. So he's getting a better quality camp. He's fuller. He as McDain said, he's packing himself full of carbs and calories and giving himself that power and energy throughout camp. And I mean, I know, you're at SBG, right? So
yeah,
I know, Conor McGregor, Houlihan, a handful of other guys over there. They've worked with people like George Lockhart, who I don't know if he still does it, but I know he still has a team that does the nutrition and stuff.
John Walker's trains in your gym as well, isn't it?
So
yeah, man. Yeah.
I would ask around. I'm not saying you have to spend boatloads of money and hire George Lockhart and his team, because God knows they probably cost a shit ton. But ask around, just kind of find out what other fighters that have worked with some of these top end nutritionist were doing differently. And that could be just a wealth of knowledge for you.
But you know what? Fuck all of that, man. Fuck all of that, man. I want to celebrate this win that Kenny got, man. I don't want none of this doom and gloom that I've been hearing today.
No, it's no doom and gloom,
bro. You know what I mean? I got my shot ready right here. I want to celebrate Kenny's win. That's what I want to do. You know what I'm trying to say?
Sitting here, I was like, I'm about to cut this shit.
Fuck all this doom and gloom. Hey, what's your shot, Olin? What's your shot?
There's no doom and gloom.
I said I was doing Sober October, but I also said I'd do a shot when this guy came back with a W. So here we go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Cheers, boys.
Bro just failed on the 1st of October.
Hey,
down the hatch.
Bro.
That's for you, Kenny, bro.
Sober October starts tomorrow.
Nah, man. Hey, listen.
Hey, bro. Hey, overall though, for real, I fucking see you, my boy. You heard my message I sent you. You heard my message, brother. You know what time it is.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Come on, son. You know what time it is, brother.
No fucking time it is.
You know what fucking time it is, my boy.
Fuck around and find out time. That's what that was. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, man.
Let's go.
All right, we got some videos here about UFC 320. Big card coming up tonight. A lot of people got something to say about Ankalaev and Poatan. You know what I mean? The card is stacked to the gills, like McDain was just saying just now. So we're going to go through a few videos over here. Shout out to Full Mount MMA, always putting their videos together for the masses. Make sure you lot go over there. If you haven't followed them, go and check out their page right there. They be updating every day. They keep us in touch with what's going on in the combat sport world. And we're going to explore a few topics today.
Let's go, son.
The first one here, let's hear it.
Yuri Prochazka believes he deserves the next light heavyweight title shot if he beats Khalil Roundtree this weekend. In an interview with MMA Junkie, Yuri said, "I think he's a dynamic, fast, and tough fighter. He knows how to go long rounds. This is something that I needed, to have more patience in the fight and to not want to end it as soon as possible. I think that's my strongest weapon, and the other side is a little bit bad because I want to end it as soon as possible. So I'm going all the time. Every attack has to go through. That's what I worked on, to work lightly, to be precise, and with that to have deadly attacks. Right now I'm focused on just Khalil, and last one after Jamal Hill. After my fight with Jamal Hill, I spoke already about my title fight, so I think now it's my time to go for the title. But still I'm humble, and I don't want to speak about the next phases. Right now I'm totally focused on Khalil. I don't want to be focused on the future. I'm always excited to show my performance, to show that I made a step up since the last preparation in January. So that's it. I'm just excited to be here and finally go back to the cage."
Okay, McDain, I'm going to come to you first. All right? Yuri, Khalil Roundtree. This for me, this is one of the best fights on the card.
Fucking war.
Like it's one of those you have no idea how it's gonna pan out. But there's a lot of exciting talent that's coming up in the 205 division as well. We've just seen on the we just seen on the UFC Perf card. How do you see this fight going? Like, where is it going to be won and lost without giving up your result? Obviously, you know
bro.
What I mean? I know how stingy you are. What you got, I know how stingy you are, but you know what I mean. Give the people something, brother.
Mate, I am expecting an all-out war in this one. You know what I mean? Two men coming forward, absolute killers when it comes to kickboxing. I'm expecting both dudes to just stand and go toe-to-toe and bang. The only thing that is then going to be like, are they going to be too hesitant against each other's skills to actually go forward and bang, or are we going to see the wall that we expect? But at the same time, Yuri Prochazka never doesn't push forward. You know what I mean? Like, he's always on the front foot. He's always putting that pace and pressure on you. He's always, even when Rakic was chopping them legs away, bro, this dude just kept swinging and swinging and swinging. So I think Khalil Roundtree is going to have his hands full to begin with, and he's going to need to get off that back foot and try and push back into Yuri. Otherwise, Yuri's going to start taking control of that first fight. But he's got, yeah, I mean, you then look at Khalil and he's got that fucking power hand, son. So if he cracks him, he might get a little bit of respect, which will make Jerry back off himself, you know what I mean? But the way I see it, Jerry's going to push forward. Khalil's going to have to deal with that because he's obviously, he likes to take his time, he likes to find his range, he likes to pick his shots. I don't think he's going to have the time to do that with Jerry pushing forward. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go.
Black Diamond, I mean, these two fighters, you know, both of them got power. Khalil, his Muay Thai style is just next level. It's crazy. Goes out to do damage with it. Yuri Prochazka, very unpredictable in his style. But what do you think is taking this fight? How do you see it ending?
Yeah, man. I love these fights that you don't know who's gonna win. Like, anyone can knock anyone out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, man, it's gonna be a sick one. But I think I'm gonna back Khalil, man. I think I'm gonna back him, man. I think his power, the way. Like, even his Muay Thai style, but I think he does it by knockout. And he's very durable. You even seeing when he fought Pereira, how durable he was. He done very well striking against him for a few rounds. So I really think he's underrated. I don't know if he's underrated, but I feel like after that fight like that, after people just see him the way he got finished brutally like that, but. Like, I think he'll do it. I think they might both drop each other, but because of Yuri's Roundtree's durability, I think he'll be the winner on this one.
Yeah, man. Sterling,
but I could be wrong.
I mean, Sterling, have you got a dog in this fight? Have you got a dog in this fight? Would you think is pulling the win out of this one? Because everything Khalil does, he does with bad intentions, bro. Like. Bad intentions when Khalil comes at you. But then again, you got Yuri that never backs down. The samurai always does things his way. He imposes his will on people in the cage. How do you see this one going, my brother? Tell us.
Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to be a fucking war, son. I really don't see... I've never seen Yuri in a boring fight, and I've never seen Khalil in a boring fight. And every time we said that about these two, like, even when they both fought Alex, we said the same thing about them versus Alex, and then they fucking both delivered. Even though Yuri got knocked out in both those fights, boys, if you go back and watch it, it's still a fucking fun-ass fight. And the stare down, I'd pay $22 just to watch the fucking stare down in the fucking octagon and stand there for 30 minutes in their underwear. I don't give a fuck. No Diddy. But listen, all that being said,
I said all that Diddy shit that said no Diddy.
Like, look, my bad. I caught myself.
Can't do that, bro. Can't do that, bro.
But look. I know you. Everyone's gonna be saying the same thing. Khalil's a powerful motherfucker. That Muay Thai is crazy. This is like some old school martial arts shit. We're gonna watch a karate fucking samurai versus a Muay Thai fucking warrior who's in there to fucking kill or be killed. He looks for he goes into fights like, I hope you break my fucking nose. But you're also in that bitch like, I hope you kill me. So you know what I mean? This is gonna be both these dudes want to die in the octagon, and honestly, if it did happen, it would be the most respectful death of all time. And I'm telling y'all, this is gonna be a fucking war. I can't hype this fight up anymore enough. I think this should be in the co-main event, but I get it. There's a title on the line, so I need to shut the fuck up. But this is gonna be a absolute fucking scrap.
Hey, Kenny, have you detected the pattern? Have you detected the pattern with your boy Sterling over here? He's always looking for murder, innit? He's always looking for murder, man.
The way Roundtree beats people, it feels personal. Like when he has his way with people, man, and he's just
Roundtree fights you like he's trying to steal your lunch money, or like you stole his little sister's bicycle and he just found out.
Yeah, dog.
He's a fucking bully, man.
He's doing that little hammer, like he just throws like a random hammer punch on the guy.
Dude, the coldest clip of MMA, like if you want to show someone MMA that like is like Sterling and just wants to see violence personified, you show them that fight. And I'm sorry, Sterling, you can take your headphones off for this bit. You show him that Anthony Smith fight where he showed hesitation, just like he was about to come down on him with the smiting of the Lord, bro. And he stops for just long enough to look the ref in the eyes like, are you going to let me murder this guy?
Let me do this. Like, are you really going to let me do this?
Brother.
The power of Thor was about to come down on this.
He gave him the same exact look that Jean Silva gave the ref the look of before he killed that man's ribcage with his knees.
Hey, Olin, you might as well take the reins on this one, because when we're talking about Khalil Roundtree here, I mean, he's one of my favorite fighters. I mean, since the day I saw him on Tough, like, I've been following his career. As soon as I saw him on the Ultimate Fighter, I was sold. And he's had an up and down career, but he had a resurgence, especially after coming back from Thailand. He went away to Thailand for a good couple years, and then he just came back with this extra chip on his shoulder, like there wasn't enough there already. You know, he came back with this extra chip on his shoulder, and he was just doing damage. Every kick had a snap, a different snap to it. Like, yo, please talk to me about it.
So I'm a huge fan. Everything that you're saying, it's like you're preaching to the choir right now, Ola. You know me, like I've trained for 10 years, and my favorite discipline to train in is Muay Thai. So I very much am the guy that loves watching Muay Thai strikers. It's why I was gutted to watch Luma Luke Bone me lose. Fuck off, McDain. When in doubt, pinky out, baby.
So did I, mate. So did I. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, I mean, like I love watching this guy fight because the Muay Thai style is always present, and it's always just a masterclass of what Muay Thai should look like on full display. But we had a comment in here earlier that said, Yuri's kryptonite, Yuri's boogeyman is Pereira. It's not Khalil. And as Sterling said earlier, this is very much like a UFC 1 through 10 kind of matchup. It's style versus style. We have a samurai versus Muay Thai. And like the samurai is just a very weird, unorthodox dude. And I know there are at least 3 of us here that have fought or done active sparring. And I'd like to think that we'd all agree when I say it's not the best guys that give you the hardest time in sparring. It's the weirdest guys that give you the hardest time in sparring. It's the ones that are firing, like I think it was Bruce Lee that said this. The best striker isn't the one that fires like a well-oiled machine. It's the person that fires off like an engine that's missing. Like there's no rhythm, there's no timing to it, and it catches you off guard as a result because you're thinking they're going to come in a rhythm. You're blocking, you're trying to sway, and then it's the one that you don't see coming that actually hurts you.
That's why I think Yuri.
Shout out the Diaz brothers. They throw 95% of their strikes with like 10% energy and damage, and then they start ripping and slipping on you, and you're like, whoa, that's not supposed to feel like that, but it does. It sucks. Yuri is very much the same. So I'm going with Yuri on this one. I think he's a favorite for a reason. I like the Muay Thai guy in Khalil Roundtree, and I do think he has a lot of paths to victory in this. But give me the unorthodox striker. I just think he'll find a way to get it done, and I could see him getting beat the fuck up for like 13 minutes of this fight and then winning by TKO in the third round.
It's gonna be a war.
Sean O'Malley thinks Ilia Topuria is the greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time, even above John Jones.
Main event, Ilia Topuria just said he's the main event of the White House event next year. Ilia versus Conor. It. You want a big fight? If you want a main event, the White, but they're not American. Yeah. But doesn't matter. Conor's American. It'd be. I think Ilia could. Never count Conor out. Ilia is pound for pound the greatest fighter to ever walk this earth. Greatest fighter pound for pound ever.
Even over Jones, dude. Huh?
Yeah. Even over Jones, I think. It's just like his last 3 fights. KO's Volkanovski. KO's Max Holloway. KO's Charles Oliveira. He's not beating these guys in a decision. He's not taking them down, holding them down. These guys can't get up. He's knocking them out.
Yeah.
It's
I could take
sweet.
Hey, Kenny, coming straight to you for this one, man. This brother is talking about Ilia and Conor. He's talking about Ilia is the pound for pound greatest fighter that's ever walked this earth. Like, bro, talk to me, man. Like, what are you saying about the Ilia versus Conor thing first? Like, obviously we know Conor wants Chandler, and there's a little bit of unfinished business that he got to deal with Chandler. But then again, Ilia, if you wanted to pick somebody that's been begging to be like Conor, it's been Ilia. When you look at the way, you know what I mean? He's trying to do everything like Conor. Talk to me, brother.
No, I see the Conor thing, but yeah, the people that Ilia has beat, you could say he's like had a harder streak than Conor. But I think it was just the way Conor done it was a bit more matter. You get me? Like the way he did it was crazier. But I get like Volkanovski and him knocking out back to back. It is crazy, but like I don't know. It doesn't slap the same as when Conor was knocking everybody out. Like it was like Conor was like let me say it like this, yeah. Ilia beat harder people than Conor, yeah. But Conor stylistically should have lost to all the people that he bet at that time. Get me? That's what I don't know. It was so impressive the way it was beating them and knocking them out. But I hear it's I get what he's saying, but at the same time, like he is glazing them a lot, man. He's glazing them a lot, man. I don't know.
All right. Let me ask you this then. Does Ilia make your Mount Rushmore in terms of pound for pound goes? With the work he's done and the people he's knocked out.
No.
To get to where he is.
Yeah,
or does knocking out Islam puts him there?
Nah, I think if he knocks out Islam, it'll put him there. 100%. But he's not far off it. Like he's one of the greatest featherweights to ever do it. Like, but it's hard to say it right now, man. I think it's a recency thing, isn't it? But he has beaten some names, so he's definitely up there. I never thought about that because you don't really hear his name up there the way Sean has been talking. But when you think about it, he's done a madness. But he's definitely one or two wins, or I think maybe even one more off it. Definitely.
Yeah, because he's talking a lot. Like he wants to do a lot of stuff. Sterling, Ilia wants to do a lot of stuff before he gets to 30 years old, and and then just pack up the fight game, and that's why I think he's making a lot of noise there. But do you think, in your eyes, he's done enough to be spoken about in the way that Sean O'Malley is talking about him here? Maxwell's just saying Ilia ain't nobody ain't on nobody's Mount Rushmore. But
Yeah,
people
bro.
are saying, hey, if he beats Islam and add everybody else's bit in Max Holloway, one of the baddest champions that ever walked through 145, to do it to Alex Volkanovski. I mean, he's making a fucking great case to be put on there. No, Sterling?
Yeah, bro. Honestly, like, I don't think you could put him up there, bro, because you got to think who's on it right now, dog. Like, you got Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah, there's that as well. There's
Anderson.
there's
You know,
that.
I'm not saying
There's
Anderson
that.
Silva, but like, I could name you 8 motherfuckers right now that you're like, yeah, those are bad motherfuckers. And you look at their resume and you're like, fuck. Because honestly, he ain't even fucking with Khabib's resume as to me right now. Now, like, if he fucking knocked out Islam, oh my fucking god! If he knocks out Islam, bro, that would be. I mean, I've had to watch this man literally kill 3 of my favorite fighters, and it's been hard watching this little fella do
Bro,
this.
that's the type of shit that puts you on the Rushmore, though. People that are killing off your favorite fucking fighters, dog.
And then honestly, people just talk about the last tree. You got to think he fucked up Josh Emmett, fucked up Bryce Mitchell, fucked up Ryan Hall. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fucked up all these dudes on the way up. So now I get why he's kind of doing what he's doing, and he's not even 30, which is fucking crazy. So I honestly, bro, I think he should stay for a little longer, doggy, because you got to think about just like I said, who's up there. Demetrius has fucking 22 title fucking fights. John Jones, Anderson Silva, DC, fucking GSP. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just keep. I'm just throwing out random fucking
Anthony
names.
Smith.
Anthony Lionheart Smith. Don't ever forget. Top tree maybe of all time, but
Paul Craig.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just there's a list. Justin fucking the highlight Gaethje soon, but yeah, bro. I don't know, dog.
Kamaru Usman. He's a bum.
Hey, Olin.
Kamaru Usman. He's a bum.
Hey, Olin, I know you've been sitting there patiently suffering, just hearing the thought of somebody like Ilya knocking out one of your favorite fighters.
If it happens. It happens, bro.
Talk to us about this. Talk to us about this, man. Like, what if it happens though? What, like, have you even gone through the thought process?
Look, man, I don't
Shut
quote
your
my dad
fucking
very
mouth, you
often.
do nothing. You do fucking nothing. Now, what is you do nothing? Get the fuck out of here.
Look, Ola, you said what if? What if it happens? What if? Have I thought about it? I'll quote my dad here, which I don't do very often. My dad used to say very often, listen, kid, if ifs and buts was candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry fucking Christmas, but they're not, huh? So it's a big what if, bro. That's a if. And I'm here to talk about not ifs, but actually stats, actual facts, what has happened. Like, the comparison is Ilya better pound for pound than Conor McGregor? One man is 22-6, the other 17-0. One man has 10-4 record in the UFC, the other has a 9-0 record in the UFC. One man held 2 belts and defended 0. The other man held 2 belts and defended 1. And then if you want to add Islam Makhachev to the list, which is kind of silly to do, that guy is 15-1 in the UFC. He's got more fights than both of them and more wins than both of them, and more title defenses than both of them. So, I mean, is Ilia Toporo, is he better than Conor McGregor? Not yet.
Okay.
But if he continues to stand his fucking base, then he's probably going to top him, kids. Let's just be honest here. If he gets one more win in the UFC, he has as many wins as Conor McGregor in the UFC, the same titles held, and he has more title defenses than Conor McGregor. So by all rights, by all stats, by all facts on paper, he is the better pound for pound champion than Conor McGregor after one more fight. But today, in this very moment, while we have this conversation, I say, as a guy who's not a huge Conor fan, no, Conor's still ahead of him. But again, I still say with my chest, Islam's ahead of them both in spades. And if Islam goes up to welterweight and beats Jack Della Maddalena, whether it's emphatic fashion or a 25-minute grindhouse, he becomes one of those people on that Mount Rushmore, in my humble opinion.
If he wasn't already on your Mount Rushmore.
He's on mine, so fuck off.
Yeah, somebody's got it coming through louder than I can hear it twice. But what I was going to say is, it comes down to that key word that Masters of the Universe said before, and it's the longevity. Yes, he's knocked out these big names. Yeah, he's done it in spectacular fashion. Yeah, it's been 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Volk, Holloway, Oliveira. But
Charlie.
We need to see the fucking the wealth of experience in there.
He's already told you guys. I'm not doing longevity with you niggas. He's already told you guys. Hey, listen, he's already told you. I'm done at 30. I'm done in a couple years.
What's all the black on black crime, bro? No need to speak to me like
that.
How would you man compare him to? How would you compare him to John Jones? Like?
You can.
You can't.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
How would you compare who to John Jones? Ilya?
Because
Ilya.
He was like
you can't.
Somebody was comparing him to John Jones in that league. So
you can't compare him to John Jones for two reasons. One, Ilya's never tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug, and two, he started his MMA career much later.
Go straight there?
Because that's where everyone goes.
Come on.
When you think Jose Canseco, you don't think how good of a baseball player he was. You think about how many needles went in his fucking butt, bro. Come on.
That's harsh.
Fuck out of here.
That's a low-hanging fruit, man. That's a low-hanging fruit.
Brother,
hey,
it's honest fruit, dog.
How's Vito doing over there, man? How's Vito doing over there? Vito doing all right?
Vito's doing all right, bro.
Vito's doing all right,
yeah. You know what I mean? He's juiced, son. He is juiced.
He's juiced to the gills, mate.
Okay, talking about juice to the gills and the brother that always run that lyric. I got another video here before we get out of here. But salute to everybody that's here with us, watching us live. Make sure you're tuning in, turning up your notification buttons, and making sure you're following all these guys on the platform.
What do you mean before we get out of here, bro? There's 12 videos there, and you've done 2.
Just relax.
I was gonna say, like, we're
chill.
Three pump jump today, huh?
Yeah. All right. Let me pay some rents, and then we'll move along.
And we got 2 new fight announcements we haven't touched on that the chat's been begging for to. You know what I mean? Like, where are you going, sir?
Like I said,
if anybody stops streams early, it's me, not you. So fucking crack on and do your job.
Very true.
The man makes a solid point. He's out of line, but he's right.
I was paying some rent. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just trying to get the people to follow everybody on the platform. Make sure you're liking and sharing the video, people. And make sure you're turning them notifications up. We got prediction show coming up this Friday for this big ass card that we're going to be talking about. And on top of that, we got watch alongs that's coming up this weekend as well. So make sure you're tuning in and come join us for that one. Now we got another video over here, and I want to hear the takes of Kenny, McDain, and Sterling on this one because me and Olin already talked about this or delved into it a little bit yesterday. So let's hear it.
Last week, Dean Thomas suggested the UFC trade Magomed Ankalaev to the PFL for undefeated prospect Dakota Decheva. Ankalaev fired back at Dean on X and mocked him for his KO loss to BJ Penn back in 2001. Brendan Schaub agrees with Dean and thinks the UFC would be better off with Dakota Decheva. He adds that Ankalaev is actually hurting the UFC if he beats Alex Pereira again this weekend.
The UFC business model now would make more money off Dakota than it would Magomed. Bar none. Matter of fact, Magomed's actually hurting the UFC. It's tough to say. Because if he goes out and beats Alex, who's a much bigger star than him, it actually hurts the UFC. Now, if you're a purist, you're like, well, the best of the best fight in the UFC, if he wins, he's the champ. I get that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about maximizing money, endorsement deals, TV time, a pretty girl who's very talented, who's a 500 fighter we can get more money out of than this guy from Dagestan who's a beast but isn't good on the mic. His talking's a little dicey. You know, it's just, and he's also so good that the stars you want to be the face of the UFC, he beats. That's an issue. So people will say the UFC has a star problem.
Hey, Kenny, I'm coming to you first. Do you think this guy is talking shit, or is he going somewhere with it? Like trading Dakota for somebody like a Ankalaev that's beat Pereira. What do you think of the whole concept of trading him and Ankalaev hurting the UFC by being around and winning?
Nah, 100%. That's Brendan Schaub, innit? He chats a lot of shit, man, but I think he's right on this one, innit?
To be honest.
Yeah, to be honest, like I think
to
put it kindly, yeah, because I train with a lot of girls, yeah. The women's division that I think is struggling a little bit. You get me, like like a little bit, like yeah. And Dakota is a fucking beast. She like if you'd have seen her shadow fight, you'd think it was a man fight. And you get me, like because she's so technical, she's so well rounded. Like she's a brilliant fighter. Like Jane Wiley, she's like. I don't know too much fighters in that aren't in my gym that in PFL, but a lot. If you know MMA and you're a fan of MMA, you know Dakota, and you know she's a sick fighter, and she's definitely UFC level, and I think that would be exciting, like because the UFC is obviously excitement first. Obviously, Dana White wants excitement, people he can sell. Like you said, like Brendan Schaub said, like she looks good, she fights good, she fights like a fucking like she's a bloke, but she looks like a girl. Do you get me? Yeah, I think it's a brilliant move for the UFC. Like,
and then we got the ugly Dagestani.
There you go.
with fucking yeah, bro, with like one knockout. You know what I'm saying? Bro, listen to me. I don't mind an ugly Dagestani, but brother, if you gotta fucking get finishes, you know what I'm saying? You can't Hamzat a dude and like Dreykus in side control, and then fucking somehow we go 5 rounds, and you put him in a fucking crucifix 10 times. Like, what the fuck is that? And then I mean, I don't know, bro. Like,
Magomed Ankalaev has 11 knockouts, just for the record.
Hey,
sorry. In the UFC, he has 11 knockouts in the UFC.
Sorry, I was trying to sit on my hands and not hit the mic, not hit the unmute button. I'm sorry.
Does he have 11 knockouts in the UFC though?
Let's see how many he has in the UFC.
No, hang on. No, because watch this. When he goes only 2,
I can tell you one of the ones he has in the UFC is over your boy Anthony Smith. Sorry about that.
Okay, my boy
Johnny Walker, he has a knockout over. He's got a knockout over Anthony Smith. He's got a knockout over Iwan Kutelaba. He's got a knockout over Dalka Lungiambula, who a lot of people thought was going to be someone. He has another knockout over Iwan Kutelaba. Another knockout over Marcin Prachnio, who you may have heard of. And those are all in the UFC.
Might not be able to pronounce it, but he's heard of him.
Right.
Nope,
so, Sterling, you were saying about Big Ang's knockout ability.
Yeah, you know, you just woke up the Dominance MMA sleeping giant over here.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Hey, listen to me then. How about this? Fuck Russia and fuck Magomed too. I hope he gets knocked the fuck out this time.
How about this? Look at this comment from one of the pies.
How about you shut the fuck up for a second?
Whoa, hey.
Russia and then fuck.
He's saying it with all 5'7" of himself right now.
Fuck
Look at that.
Guy. Get out of here, man. Get that fucking guy out of here.
Can we acknowledge this comment from Lord of the Pies real quick? Because I think he's on the money with this. Stamp Fairtex is a bigger star than Dakota Dacheva.
Stamp Fairtex is a beast.
That's the trade we need to make.
In the UFC, though, she'll be much more bigger. The way they'll promote her, I think if I'm the president of UFC, I would promote that girl. I'd make her the new Ronda Rousey, whatever the fuck it is. Like,
I mean, why not get both? Why trade one for another? That's my
because ONE FC doesn't have entangling contracts. Dakota Dacheva has accidentally admitted on the Helwani show not once but twice that she is under contract with the PFL, and if she wins her season, she has to re-sign another contract for the next season. I think that's why Kayla Harrison lost her last season in PFL.
That's gay.
She won $2 million and then suddenly lost to a chick she's beat twice.
That's gay.
Pretty interesting, yeah?
Hey, hold on. Hey, McDain, do you subscribe to like Kayla Harrison throwing a fight? Do you subscribe to that with the manager like Ali Abdulaziz?
I don't know, bro. Like,
I don't think she told them.
I know. There's the whole if you win the PFL tournament, you have to stay and compete in the next tournament, or you are under contract to be a blind. But like that cannot be like forever. Like you physically can't lock somebody into that. Like if you win, it's
like when you get your forklift license, you got to drive for that fucker for 2 years, but before you can go to another fucking company.
Brother, she's their Hugh Jackman. She's gonna do this till she's 90.
But that can't be indefinite. It can't be indefinite. Like there's got to be at some point where okay, you want to go and take your career elsewhere, then you fucking.
There's got to be a buyout clause in one of those contracts.
There's got to be something.
So that's the thing is if there's a buyout clause, you know they're going to make it extremely lucrative for themselves. It's going to be like an $800,000, $1 million payout or some shit for herself.
You've just won $1 million on a tournament.
So that's the thing. But that's the thing. Like I work in corporate sales, so I work on the same pay structure when I get bonuses that they work on when they get those bonuses. you only get anywhere from 48 to 58% of that. So even if you're making $1 million, you're getting 580K. If they're telling you have to pay 800,000 to pay out of your contract, you are sacrificing a year of work.
Yeah, but
so
when you're
that's why
somebody
Kayla
like
did
Dakota
it 2 years in.
Somebody like, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dakota Dechiva is also very marketable, and she is not stupid
100%.
with her social media and all the rest of it. She's making more money from socials and sponsors than what we're seeing just coming from her winnings and fights and tournaments.
Yeah.
And it's also, it's not like you don't get, I've heard Wofford talk about it. You don't get the lump sum of $1 million at the end. For winning each fight through the quarters, the semis, and the final, you get a chunk of it each way as you go. Like you make it by the end, but you don't get it all in a one-er. Like you make each one for each fight or something like that. But there's no way.
So let me ask, do you think if given the option, do you think she'd pay out of a contract? Like at the end of the season this season?
She's said 1 million times herself she wants to be in the UFC. She will get herself to the UFC when she is good and ready to do so. The plan, from as far as I knew, was she wanted to win the season and then go. She wanted to get the money in the bank, have a good little pocket behind her, and then she wanted to go. But obviously contracts have now came into play, and this is where she's gone, right, I'm going to have to stay and fucking do it again. But that can't be indefinite. Like, they can't stunt somebody's career on the basis of, like, this indefinite contract of if you win a tournament, you've got to stay. That's some fucking bullshit.
And she's their only star, though, too, bro. Besides Ngannou,
only star.
Name 3 PFL
only star.
fighters. You know what I mean?
But I don't.
Their biggest star outside of Dakota Dechiva will never fight for the promotion, and his name is fucking Jake Paul.
Kenny. I'm hating, Kenny. I'm hating, Kenny. Okay, let me hate. Let me hate.
Let me ask a quick question for everybody regarding this. I want to hear everybody's quick response on this from the panel. If Dakota Dechiva makes it to the final of this season and loses for the first time in the promotion, do we start playing the X-Files music and start to think that maybe there is a throwing of fights happening in these contracts?
Bro, I'm gonna be requesting for the Epstein files, bro. I want to
show me the flight logs. Show me the flight logs. Who was on that
Don
plane?
is on the fucking Epstein list.
Yo,
Hey,
Don
Davis,
hey,
folks.
bro, that's crazy.
Are you talking about Donald fucking Trump?
Well,
No, Don Davis.
I was
We
like,
all know Trump's on there like 32 times.
Fuck's sake. Let's roll it back, boys. Let's roll it back. Will Abdelaziz let them make that trade?
100%.
well, dog,
No, he
if he's,
wouldn't. No, he
dog, I
wouldn't.
don't think he would. I think
No, he wouldn't.
he's making so much money off.
I don't think they trade. I think they just get Dakota Dechiva.
Like, why?
No. I mean,
would Ali-
would Ali Abdelaziz let
Ali
them?
wouldn't let them trade Uncle Lex to PFL.
And I went through this yesterday. Like, if you look at the overall followers, Alex Pereira is the 8th most followed UFC fighter in the history of UFC fighters on Instagram.
I've got a feeling he's going to lose though. He's doing too much fuckery with fucking what's her face.
But get this.
I like her. Like
Check this out.
Content's funny, but he's doing too much with her. He doesn't seem to be taking shit seriously.
Yeah,
So here's the thing. Alex Pereira has more followers on Instagram than like any other fighter other than the top 7, right? Magomed isn't even in the top 20. But when they post finishes, Sterling, you'll like this since Magomed doesn't get finishes, right? When they post finish highlights, Magomeds tend to get 8 to 10x the exposure of Pereira's. On average,
as population, that's down to geographical population.
But that's exactly my point. From a marketing standpoint, people think that they have a star problem. They don't. We have plenty of stars in Brazil. We do. We don't have plenty of stars in Russia right now. Like, realistically, these they can become champs. They can market themselves a little bit, but a lot of them are not stars. And Magomed is becoming a star. And he's getting that traction without having to go above and beyond and do things with, Nina Drama and stuff like that.
He is not a star. He is not a star. If I asked 10 casual friends, who's this guy, when I showed them a picture, they would go, Khabib.
Brother, you and me don't even listen to the same music, so I'm definitely not expecting us to like the same fighters, dog.
You tell him, we don't have to like the same music to know that that's not common sense to know that Magomed's not a star in the UFC.
If he beats Poitin better than he beat him the last time.
If he finishes Poitin, he's gonna be huge. If he fucking goes out there and beats the shit out of Pereira, he's gonna be huge. But when he goes out there and he humps Alex Pereira's leg for 5 rounds again,
is that what he did in the first fight? Because last time I checked, he outstruck him by like 40%.
Outstruck Poitin.
With ground control,
and he only got one takedown,
ground control, bro.
With one takedown, and he got less than a minute of ground control. What fairy tale are you living in, big dog?
You're fucking reaching, bro.
Brother,
what the fuck are you talking about here,
brother?
Oh
my brother in Christ, I need you to take a step away.
Talking about agendas. Having an agenda
Capri Sun,
against
come back to the real world, big dog.
You gotta do better here, man.
Let me hate, man.
You gotta do better.
Let me hate, man. Fuck.
When it's logical all day, bro.
Hate,
right now, not a chance, kid.
Bro, you can hate, but you wouldn't lie and hate, bro. You know what I mean? You ain't Eddie Guerrero, bro. You know what I mean? You ain't
Eddie Guerrero, bro. you ain't got the facilities for that, big man.
Yeah, man. No. Not today. We're not gonna let you run that.
Basically, what he's saying is someone has to get substituted for Dakota, yeah, to go to the UFC.
Yeah.
Long story short, start, yeah.
Yes.
Why they picking on Ank though?
Sure.
Haters, bro. Haters.
Like,
he sees the last name ends with a V, and he's like, I remember that last fight. It was 82 minutes of control time in a 25-minute fight.
Dude.
Yeah, you were saying, Kenny.
I said, basically, long story short, someone's got to get substituted for Dakota to go UFC. But maybe not this guy.
You know
You're saying we have to trade somebody?
She needs to be in the UFC.
We trade Jorge Masvidal. PFL will eat him up, and he hasn't been relevant in 6 years. Sterling, you're shaking your head because it's true.
George is trying to fight Wonderboy at the White House.
Yeah,
we got something about that. We got something about that. That's a perfect. That's a perfect segue.
That's what I do, baby.
It wasn't Wonderboy. It was Leon.
It's a perfect segue. Hold on. Let's get it. Hey, get that comment out of the screen. We'll come back to it. All right, let's hit this.
Stephen Thompson wants to rematch Jorge Masvidal at the UFC White House card. The two fought in 2017 and Wonderboy won via unanimous decision. Speaking to Bloody Elbow, Wonderboy said, I'm getting with my manager this week and we're talking about which card do we want to get on. Do we want to go to Greenville? Does it make more sense to fight on the White House lawn? Because there's going to be so many eyes on that card. It was me versus Jorge Masvidal too. So Masvidal's a big Trump advocate, so I know he had to show some interest in fighting on the card. And I know he wanted to run our fight back after I beat him at Madison Square Garden. So I think it would be a really cool fight card to be on.
Sterling.
What's up, brother?
He was just talking about this. I said this was one of the videos that we had. Like, what's your feeling on this whole thing? Because I did not even see Masvidal ever coming back to the UFC, let alone be on the White House card. How do you think the logistics on this is going to be?
Honestly, bro, I kind of knew when he retired it was gonna be one of those things where 2 to 3 years later we see him come back. I kind of had that feeling, bro. But I think him coming back against Wonderboy makes all the fucking sense. Or Leon Edwards, like what McDain said, because then you can still have the USA. Because technically, him and Trump are boys. George and Trump are fucking hella cool. So he's already got the connection there. Trump wouldn't go, what the fuck? Why do you want Masvidal? He'd probably go, fuck yeah. And then you go, hey dog, there's a 3-piece and a biscuit he gave a dude in fucking the UK 8 years ago, and we still have not got to see that fight. So here's what we're going to do, Big Daddy Trump. We're going to put George and fucking Leon Edwards to open up the main card on the fucking White House.
Going with this, bro.
Stephen Thompson might get fucked. I'm not going to lie to you, but brother, which one do you, I mean, y'all tell me.
That's what I'm saying. Because you see from the clip that I seen, Jorge didn't even fucking humor the Wonderboy shout out. He literally like called out Leon and said, "I'll lose all this weight and I'll come and fucking smash your ass." Yeah, I mean, so
see, and that's big. And that they'll build at the press conference between them two talking shit. You got Connor and Chandler there, Aspinall Jones. Woo, shit.
I mean, Olin, you got something on this? I know Stevie Wonderboy is your guy, but like, talk to me.
I love Wonderboy. I love the nice guys. Big fan. But do I think he makes the most sense for this card? No, dude. This is like the fucking colonial war all over again, right? Like you do Leon versus Jorge Masvidal. I can see the fight promo now. Like one's wearing a red coat, one's wearing a blue coat. Like it's gonna be super cheesy as fuck. Probably made by AI. Shout out Grok. I mean, I'm with it. I think it'd be a fun fight, and I'm doubling down on my previous statement. I say after this fight, we make the trade for Dakota Dacheva. Win, lose, or draw for Jorge Masvidal. July 5th.
No, he is not still with the UFC, but he will re-sign on a one-fight deal to fight on a White House card, 100%.
I mean, Kenny, let me ask you this. Leon Edwards, Masvidal. I mean, that fight there is a fight that we've been robbed of. We've been robbed of that fight. I mean, Usman kind of fucked it up because if he hadn't knocked out Masvidal at the time, that was probably going to be the fight there with Leon and Masvidal. You know what I mean? So Usman kind of fucked up that rhythm there. But it looks like something that we could get back, especially if both of them are down to go to the White House.
That was a great show by Sterling that about this. The Stephen Thompson's fight doesn't really. It's not really hyping me. Like,
well, it's not landing.
I think
it's not landing.
I think Leon Edwards beats Masvidal fairly easily, but the hype for the fight, the weigh-ins, the press conferences will be sick. Like, if Masvidal's stirring and saying I sucked you and all 3 punches in the soda, it'll be hilarious, the build up. But I think the fight itself will be very an easy night for Leon Edwards. But like you said, the build up is the build up. That's the main thing.
Bro, the build up.
Can I throw a sidecar here?
Let's hear it.
Just because Wonderboy wants to be on this card, right? Obviously. Why not Wonderboy versus Colby Covington?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that
Let's
up.
go, King! Let's go!
I was like, Kobe would be fucking Kobe versus Wonderboy.
Gonna take him to the 7th layer of hair. Colby Covington, bro.
Dude, that would be fucking.
I mean,
the nicest guy versus the most venomous guy on the mic.
Walks out with his box of hair dye. Yeah, I mean, just the face on it.
The press conference ain't even gonna be fucking. It's gonna be horrible, man.
Bro, boys, could you imagine just those 4 fights? Masvidal, fucking Edwards. You got these two: Jones, Aspinall, Connor Chandler.
Wonderboy is just gonna be. He's gonna be there to just be abused.
Dana is not interested in putting John Jones on that card. He said it himself already. He needs people that he can rely on.
Oh,
he
he's
can't
gonna.
rely on
He's gonna. Hey, listen, he's been in the trenches with Connor. He's been in the trenches with John Jones. Trust me, bro.
Brother, if I'm Dana White and I'm putting John Jones on this card, I'm publicly stating that I've made an offer for John Jones to fight on the White House card for $15 million. I'm offering him $5 million than he asked for the Tom Aspinall fight. He's taking a cut. It's a precedent.
You think so?
It's a precedent?
100%. It's a precedent in front of the president.
All right. Okay. We got a perfect segue here into that topic right here. Let's hear it.
John Jones has been vocal about how he wants to compete on the UFC White House card, even though Dana White has stated that he doesn't trust John to headline and considers it unlikely to happen. Henry Cejudo says he thinks Dana will eventually cave in and put John on the card. However, he thinks John will now take a major pay cut. He doesn't think John is going to make nearly as much as he would have made if he defended the heavyweight belt against Tom Aspinall this year.
President Dana White's going to cave in, bro. President Dana White's going to cave in, and he's going to give John Jones that opportunity. And the only reason why I say that now is because.
Yes, but now is it for the same amount?
And this is where, this is where John f***ed up, and I can tell him that, and I'll say it here publicly. This is where he f***ed up. You cannot in business. You just cannot do that, bro. You cannot do that. He's gonna probably get paid half, maybe. I would say even 10 million. In comparison to maybe. In consideration, what 30 that they were going to actually give him against Tom. You know what I'm saying?
No one knows if they were actually going to give him that. I don't know if that was
Kush.
confirmed.
I know.
Yeah. Really?
What else you got to know? What else do you want?
Nah, if it came from Triple C, it must be true. If it came from the Triple C, it must be true.
Yeah, I understand Dana White's point too, because John Jones he is a bit of a wild card. Some could happen. Obviously, his legal record too says a lot, dude. You know, and I love John, but yeah, let's speak the facts, dude.
Let's pick the facts, bro.
Man holds no cards anymore.
That's some bullshit. I don't agree with that shit, man. That's some bullshit, bro.
That's wild. I swear I did not watch the clips before the show.
So what's bullshit about this, Kenny? Talk to me. Let me hear it. Well, tell me what you disagree on that thing there.
Who's someone gonna face that's a bigger fight than John Jones? Like the heavyweight division is fucking dead, man. Like John Jones needs to stand his base, yeah. and say, man, give me my fucking money that I'm gonna fight this guy, because like we all know we want to see that fight. Like why are they gonna? They're not gonna get Francis Ngannou back. I'm pretty sure Dana rather pay John whatever he's gonna pay him than pay Francis Ngannou big money. So
come back.
Like it's common sense. I think John Jones stands his base, gets that fight, and then everybody's happy. Everybody wins. Like he was gonna pay anyway, so like you may as well take the risk. Like I think it's worth the risk.
I mean, who else could they put on there with Tom Aspinall? In your opinion, Sterling? Sterling, in your opinion, who could they put up there with Tom Aspinall? That's not Jones.
Dog.
That's really gonna.
I got
for
one.
a White House card.
It won't be to the John Jones standard, but Derek Lewis just for fucking funsies. Just because we know Derek Lewis is gonna go in there and say, "Fuck it," and Tom might dismantle him. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying Derek's gonna win the fight. But if you're trying to compete for like the most hype,
Bro.
I would say D. Lou, or maybe
Careful, Sterling, your Texas is showing.
yeah. I mean,
Tuck it in, bro. Tuck it in.
Maybe I was gonna say Volkov, but he's already fucked up Volkov. Sergey Pavlovich, he fucked his ass up.
Tom's fucked up a lot of people, bro.
Why not Alex Pineda? Win, lose, or draw this weekend?
That would be amazing.
Why is that not on the co-headliner for the White House card?
That would be fucking incredible.
It's easy money. It's low-hanging fruit. Alexis been talking about going up to heavyweight for the last 3 years.
Okay, Kenny, back to you. Do you still think John Jones should fucking stand his base if Pereira say, "I put my hands
Pereira will
up"?
take the fight for $1 million, baby. Stand your fucking base, Kenny.
They already built that fight up, boys. Yeah, they already built that fight up, man.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is they already have the media. They don't even need to do any extra work.
I know you said, yeah, John Jones, the fucking like whatever, he's steroids and all, but he's still people in most people's eyes.
He's still John Jones, isn't it?
Still John Jones.
He's
still John Jones.
You get me? And most people's eyes, Tom Aspinall is next up in the heavyweight pound for pound list. You get me? Like he's next up to be the next fucking big thing heavyweight. So it just makes sense, man. They could build this fight, man. Come on, man. Especially in the UK, bro. Like, you know the way they're pushing this fight. They want us to beat John Jones specifically. You know what I mean? The pound for pound GOAT. You get me? There's no fight like it in the heavyweight division, man. Damn, come on, man.
And if he does beat Pereira as well, all they're gonna do is what they've been accusing Islam of doing. He just beat another 205er. He didn't even beat a real two. He didn't really beat a big heavyweight.
But the difference is for Tom, he's already cleared out
heavyweight. That's what they're gonna say about Tom. You know what I mean? He's just a wet bully. He just bullied Pereira. Pereira ain't even really signed.
Those people don't matter, Ola. Those are the same people that are talking shit about Islam for not taking the Ilya fight.
They're gonna come out of the woodworks. Is what I'm trying to say. Like they'll be out of the woodworks.
There's nothing anyone can say. Like, there's nothing anyone can say. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, facts. If he beats John Jones, no, okay. If we're talking about the best fight for the people, it's John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. If we're talking about the fight that the people deserve, it's Tom Aspinall versus an actual ranked heavyweight. Like John Jones retired. You shouldn't have the like Henry Cejudo shouldn't have the same privilege. John Jones shouldn't have that privilege. Like if you hang it up, you hang it up. It's that. Like you don't get to come back and say, "Oh, you know what? I hung it up, but I like how I stack up against this guy today."
I think Cejudo was saying that because when he retired, then it was just like, yeah, fuck off. But I think John Jones is a bit different. It's a different grave. I think he has more leverage.
I think they're both doing it for money, bro.
I know, yeah, but I feel like John Jones' leverage is different than Cejudo's leverage. You get me?
100%. 100. I'm not ever gonna argue. I'm not gonna stand on that fucking hill against you.
Cejudo was just talking a bit from his experience. Like I feel like Cejudo's talking about his experience. I feel
and then you also got to think, dog. Cejudo's probably a bit bitter, bro. He came back and lost to Aljo and Marab. So he's probably a bit bitter on that too. Like John Jones, bro, when he comes back, he's fighting Tom, and that's it, boys. Yeah. If we ever see he fights Tom,
it's gonna be a one and done.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a championship fight. There's no build up fight for John Jones.
He's gonna be done, bro. But it's gonna be if it happens, boys, it's gonna be fucking crazy.
Kenny, let me ask you, who would you take in that fight, John or Tom?
I think Tom. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. John Jones is hard to bet against him, innit? But I think
we've never seen him
I've
lose.
lost money every time I have.
Pacquiao, maybe in the third round.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
What do you guys think?
Bro,
I think we're all with you for the most part. I'm with Tom, but I think John has a lot of paths to victory. He's a very crafty veteran, and if he does end up getting his way to victory, in my opinion, it would be highly due to the grappling. I think Tom is a strong striker. He's a big striker, and he has a very solid boxing base, which Jones typically struggles against. But John has extremely underrated grappling. We've seen it multiple times in his fights.
So does Tom. We just haven't seen it enough.
I agree. That's why I said I think Tom would win. But if John wins, I think it would only be due to his grappling. I think he'd pull off I don't think he'd pull off better technique. I just think John is a malicious fighter. Like, he'll yank your arm out of socket in an exchange while trying to transition into a different position. Tom is just, he's not that guy. Like, he strikes me as a nice guy. We've never seen him fight like that. And it would just be an interesting kind of dichotomy of types of fighters, in my opinion.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if you seen John mount him or something like that and raining elbows. How John would deal with that type of scenario. But yeah, like I think just the weight and the way he's a physically stronger, bigger guy. I think it will be very difficult for John to do that, overpower him like that.
Okay. Shout out to everybody that's locked in with us. 65 of you watching live right now.
Legends.
Salute to every single one of you, man. Make sure you liking and sharing and subscribing to everybody on the panel. We got another video here. Yeah, McDain is gonna take the reins on this one. He's been dying to talk about this one. Yeah, let's hear it.
Beneil Dariush versus Benoit Saint Denis has been added to UFC 322. The UFC officially announced the fight today. BSD just competed at UFC Paris, where he submitted Mauricio Ruffi in the second round. Dariush is coming off a unanimous decision win over Renato Moicano at UFC 317.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of fun fights that's been added to some of this other cards. You want to share with the people some of the other ones that you've collated together.
So obviously this one was just announced. Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. Good to see Dan Hooker's finally fucking recovered and he's coming back into the helm for an absolute scrap. And Arman Tsarukyan obviously got shunted to the back of the fucking queue and he's now having to face Dan Hooker to work his way back towards a title fight. But this is going to be a scrap. Yeah, I mean, Dan Hooker's going to take it to him and it's going to be interesting to see if Arman's going to be able to deal with that pressure.
Hooker's hand was a fucking balloon.
A fucking balloon.
Fucking balloon. Hey, boy, this is gonna be a fucking scrap. I don't fuck with Arman ever since that bullshit when he pulled out the fight. But honestly, this is who he should have fought next. If they'd have gave him Charles Oliveira or like Ilya or Gaethje, I'd have been so fucking mad. I think this makes all the sense, bro. I think him versus Hooker is gonna be a fucking banger, son.
Yeah, man. I like that fight.
And then what about how about Beneil, dog? Because didn't he lose his last fight?
No, Dariush won his last fight. It was against Money Moicano. I was there.
That's right.
I lost money on that fight.
So, bro, so he beats Moicano, and then the UFC goes, here's fucking BSD. Good luck, Bubba. We know you lose to guys like this, but have fun with fucking a French fucking army, motherfucker, who just came off a vicious ass whooping on Mauricio Ruffi.
I tell you right now, I will bet my bottom dollar that Beneil whoops on BSD.
Really, bro?
Again. Yes, dog. Yes. I always back by that.
Yeah, Beneil would definitely beat up BSD.
He would
beat the brakes off of him.
It would batter him.
Well, aren't they fighting right now?
Come on, bro.
Well, when are they fighting?
Huh?
Are they on the Qatar card?
Saturday, no, yeah, Qatar card. Saturday, November 22nd.
Yeah, just like stylistically, that's a bad matchup.
That's a bad matchup for BSD, man. Like
Beneil Dariush's grappling is world class, and he has nuclear power in at least one of his hands.
Boys, I'm telling y'all right now, that my BSD's a bad little motherfucker.
Hey,
so is Benny St. Denny, bro. I mean, so is
I'll go 20 bucks. I'll go 20 bucks. Benny St. Denny.
Benny St. Denny and Benny from the block. It's the battle of the Bennies.
Hey, but honestly, I'm just thinking about the age. Not to say Father Time, not to quote crossover, Ola. Not to quote crossover, but I just think that age gap's gonna be a bit too much. Kenny, who you got, dog? You got BSD or you got Beneil Dariush?
I haven't seen too much of BSD, but I'll say Dariush because I don't know. He's coming off a good win, so I'll go with Dariush.
All right, what about Saruki and Hooker?
What did you man say for that one?
Well, I'm gonna go with Hooker just because I'm too much of a Hooker fan, bro.
I'm going Arman.
Nah, I'm going Sarukian, man.
Smart money.
I'm just being dead on this here, man.
Smart money goes on the submission. Smart money goes on the submission.
The grappling is just
100%.
too much, bro. The grappling is too much, man.
Dan Hooker loves this. Dan Hooker loves this shit, boys.
He loves this
shit. He's
the hangman, though. He's the hangman.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But if he goes out
the
round,
hangman.
if you put some early damage on Arman,
I don't even know why. I have a feeling it's going to be like a very simple submission win. Like it's going to be an exchange. Arman might get hurt. He might even get dropped by Hooker, but I think he's going to end up getting something like a key lock or a fucking Kimura or something.
Yeah. He's a fucking Kimura, bro.
I literally, I don't know why. Like I can see it being a Kimura in my mind's eye right now, bro. I just it's
gonna be tough to submit somebody like Hooker though. It's just because of his length, like how tall he is.
That's why I think it's going to be a Kimura, because the long arms actually work to your advantage if you're trying to push a Kimura. Because it's just more leverage. Like if you have long arms and I'm trying to push a Kimura, I'm getting a hand on your hand or on your wrist, getting like a single baseball grip, and then I'm pulling up and isolating on the elbow. If you've got an inch or two extra in your arm, bro, you're giving me an inch or two extra grip. So like arm locks, Kimuras, things like that, I feel like those actually play more in his advantage because of the lankiness of Hooker. And just stylistically, it's Kenny submitted more people than any of us around here. But you know what I mean, like, what you saying, Kenny? Like on the grappling aspect of that fight there with Sarukian.
Yeah, man, Hooker's tough, man. I can see him even letting his arm break. Like he's a mad bastard like that. Or maybe I'd probably say Hooker might lose a decision, but I feel like he'll be in tough spots. Probably would let his arm break with a Kimura. I think he'll just dig it out till the end, and probably lose a unanimous decision or something like that.
Kenny, he's a fucking psychopath, bro.
He's a mad bastard, isn't he?
I would hate to. Could you imagine even sparring his crazy ass?
Yeah,
bro.
It's gonna be a long day at the gym, bro.
You know what I mean? It's probably not like a Sean Strickland type of spar, but you're gonna have to make sure your mouthpiece is in.
Yeah, 100%.
For real. Okay, we
got one more in the pocket, boys,
right.
that we need to talk about as well.
Yeah, man, let it go. Let's hear it.
Bilal Muhammad versus Ian Machado Gary. Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting one too. So, do you boys think if Ian beats Bilal, next thing is a title shot for him?
No doubt. No doubt about it.
70 stacked, bro. What about Shavkat? When does he come back?
Doesn't matter.
God knows.
What do you mean? Shavkat beat Ian Gary. It does matter.
But it doesn't matter because the inactivity. It negated the win. He's got to come back. Yeah. This is a sport of what have you done for me lately, not what have you done for me.
Yeah, it was also how he won too. It wasn't exactly dominant.
It's the only fight in his professional tenure that he did not get a finish.
It was lackluster, but that doesn't take a win away. I mean, to beat somebody like hold on. To beat somebody like Ian Gary, it's got to be lackluster because that's how Gary makes you fight. Yeah, that's what Gary does. You can't just put all of that on Rachmanov. Rachmanov had to fight. He had to find a way to win, and he found that way to win. Gary,
some people could argue that Gary won that fight.
So
some people could definitely argue that Gary won that fight.
Look at some of the most exciting fighters that Ian Gary fought, right? Yeah. And we see those fighters before they got to Ian Gary, they were lighting people the fuck up.
He makes them look very human.
Gary, and he just makes them look ordinary, makes them look boring. He takes the most important weapon away, which is not getting into a fist.
The Carlos Prates fight was insane. That shit was crazy.
Like those type of guys.
Yeah, Jeff Neal's a bad motherfucker, bro. D-Rod sparked D-Rod shit with a head kick.
The question is, though, how do you see this fight going against Bilal? Like, do you think he does the same thing to Bilal? Do you think he humanizes him even further? Or do you think Bilal is going to go out there and be able to actually negate everything he brings with that grappling presence?
Nah, I think he fucks up Bilal. I think he absolutely dominates Bilal. I think he ragdolls this little motherfucker. But if Bilal gets him though, if he gets him up against the cage, he's gonna make. There's gonna be a good chance he Khabibs him for maybe a round or two. But is this a 3-round fight or 5?
Bilal's gonna take him down. It'll be a 5 probably.
It's a 5-round.
Bilal's gonna take him down, without a doubt. He is gonna.
It's not a question of if Bilal takes him down. It's a matter of can he get up when that happens.
Yeah,
that's he's gonna get Khabib'd a round or two. There's gonna be a round or two where he gets absolutely 3 minutes of ground control put on.
But what Bilal also needs to deal with is Ian's a much taller dude.
I also feel that's what I was just gonna say. I also feel Ian's takedown defense is a little bit disrespected here, man. And this is no slight on Bilal. Ian's been in there with some top grapplers, but then they can't get him down, let alone keep him down.
Footwork's nasty too.
I think it's worth noting though that him and Shavkat were the same height, right? Like him and Ian. But Bilal is a handful of inches shorter than him, which in 90% of fights, I would tell you that's not a good thing. In this fight, that's actually a good thing for Bilal. A shorter base, a shorter sense of gravity means less distance from point A to point B when I'm shooting for a double leg against you. Like that just means that I'm going to be lower to the base and you have longer to get to point B when you're sprawling to defend it. So it's actually like the shorter kind of stature of Bilal is actually a benefit for him in this fight, especially if he doesn't go in there thinking, oh, I have Canelo hands. If he goes out there and actually utilizes his grappling, it could be a long night for Ian Gary, and I hope he packed a lunch.
What do you think, Kenny?
Yeah, I could work for his advantage, like you said there. The height could work for his advantage or work against him, depending on how like Ian Gary uses his range very well as well when he's throwing his punches. Like he's not throwing his punches in the pocket, like so he might pick him apart like outside the pocket. You know what I mean? So from kicking range as well, like he's also you've seen like he's very well rounded with his striking. He can kick the legs off people. He can fight on the back foot as well. He can fight going forward, fight going backwards. So it's an interesting one. But yeah, I do see Bilal taking them down a couple of times, but it's interesting to see how he'll deal with that. Will it be like the Leon Edwards fight, or will Ian be able to control the range and be able to circle off? He's good at good footwork, like you said. So it's an interesting one. It's not going to be an easy night for either one. It might be like a 5-round, like split decision, like depending on how it's scored. Because he's definitely, like you said, I do see him getting taken down, but how does he deal with that, and how can he like deal with the ranges as well?
All right, Magdalene, you got anything else on the agenda?
That's everything, brother.
Okay. Salute to everybody that's been locked in with us. Big up every single
Hey, what a show, boys.
Make sure you're following MMANomaly, the Rambling Dad, SDAWGSMMA, and Kenny the Black Diamond Mokonoada. Make sure you're showing love to every single one of these guys. And our affiliates as well. Don't forget our affiliates. We got Making the Walk, Crossover MMA, Kick Him in the Head, HeadKickPod, and Agri the Kraken. Make sure you're following those guys as well. Go check them out. They're always loading up on their socials. People, we're out of here. Hasta la vista. Salute. We out.
Peace.
Peace out.
Why are you gay?
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week Show. Please subscribe. Not now, but right now. Subscribe to the Fight Week Show. We'll see you guys on the road soon.